In the wisdom of the Diamond Sutra, the Buddha revealed the root of human suffering: attachment to four illusionary marks. Number 1, the mark of self, attachment to a self. Number 2, the mark of others, distinction between self and others. Number 3, the mark of beings, separation among living forms. Number 4, the mark of life, craving for continuous existence. These four marks act like 4 layers of filters, distorting our perception of reality and often unknowingly becoming sources of anxiety and unhappiness for modern people. The mark of self, a self-built prison. The mark of self is the rigid grasping at the concept of I. In modern society, we constantly reinforce the uniqueness of this I. My achievements, my possession, my image, my feelings. The careful curation on social media and intense competition in the workplace all serve to fortify this fortress of I. When we base our happiness on the satisfaction of this I, we plant the seeds of suffering. The euphoria from achievement is fleeting, while the self-denial triggered by failure can linger indefinitely. An entrepreneur sinking into depression after a failed investment is a result of over-identifying the self with career success or failure. A young person suffering deeply from others' criticism is similarly binding the self tightly to external evaluations. Where there is a mountain of self-view, shadows of affliction follow. The higher the walls of I are built, the smaller the space for freedom of the mind becomes. The mark of others, the delusion of comparison. With the mark of self comes the natural emergence of the mark of others, viewing others as objects separate from me. This discriminating mind breeds endless comparison. A colleague's promotion becomes a source of inner bitterness. A friend's happy life turns into a yardstick for measuring one's own worth. In an age of prevalent consumerism, advertising constantly reinforces this separation, creating anxiety that if others have it, I must have it too. Neighbors taking on heavy debt to keep up with each other by buying new cars, yet never fully enjoying the driving experience. Siblings growing estranged for decades over comparing parental affection, missing out on warm family bonds. These are common tales. When the discriminating mind arises, the nature of equality hides. When we habitually draw clear lines between self and others, we drift further from our inherently complete and natural joy. The mark of beings, the creation of divisions. The mark of beings extends the mark of others to all living entities, creating distinctions of closeness and aversion, likes and dislikes. The separation leads to prejudices against different groups and a lack of compassion for other species. Racial discrimination, class antagonism in modern society. A manager might be courteous to people of their own social class, yet condescending to cleaning staff. City dwellers may enjoy the warmth from pets, yet remain indifferent to the suffering of animals in slaughterhouses. Where the mind has obstacles, compassion cannot reach. These unconscious distinctions serve our inherent connection to the community of life. The mark of life, the anxiety of existence. The mark of life is the craving for temporal continuity, the deluded pursuit of permanence. Modern people fear aging, resist change, attempt to delay natural processes through various life extension techniques, and seek security through wealth accumulation. This attachment to permanence prevents us from accepting the inherently fluid nature of life. An elder investing all energy in the battle against aging, thereby missing the serenity of enjoying present life. Parents worrying excessively about their children's future, losing the precious moments of connecting with them in endless anxiety. The obsession with permanence itself becomes the obstacle to experiencing the fullness of each moment. Letting go of marks to reveal truth, the path to inhabited joy. Liberation from bondage of these four marks does not mean denying their existence, but rather seeing through their essence of being dependently originated and empty of intrinsic nature. The Diamond Sutra states, all phenomena are like a dream, an illusion, a bubble, and shadow. When we can practice this wisdom in daily life, joy arises naturally. Specifically, we can transform the four marks through three types of practice. Right view, using contemplation of dependent origination to see that self, other beings, and life are all dependently assembled. Number 2, profound compassion. Through the contemplation of the equality of life and others, breaking down the barrier between self and others, giving rise to great compassion that recognizes our shared nature. 3, abiding in the present, letting go of clinging to past memories and future worries, living fully in each fresh, vivid moment. As we begin to loosen our attachment to the four marks, life undergoes remarkable transformations. Failure no longer equates to self-denial, but becomes an opportunity for growth. Other success is no longer a threat, but an object of joy. Every life deserves respect, regardless of its form or status. Aging and change are no longer sources for fear, but the natural rhythm of life's melody. An artist once attached to the mark of self, after letting go of the obsession that my work must be great, create art that truly touched hearts. A couple trapped in the mark of others through comparison rediscovered the sweetness of their relationship after stopping keeping score of who contribute more. A businessman harboring the mark of beings as a prejudice built a more cohesive team after treating every employee equally. An elderly fearing the mark of life found inner peace after accepting the impermanence of life. The wisdom of non-form in Buddhism is not about escaping life, but about embracing life with a more aware and liberated attitude. When we are no longer confined by the conceptual prison constructed by the four marks, the mind can return to its innate freedom and joy, perceiving the profundity and fulfillment of life in every ordinary moment. This is the ultimate secret to happiness revealed in the Diamond Sutra, to dwell within phenomena yet be detached from them, abiding in peace and freedom.